Today, President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga launched the Building Bridges Initiative Signatures Drive ahead of a referendum next year. Kenyatta in length explained why he shook hand with his then political rival Raila Odinga. Odinga tonight heaping kind words for the proposals, terming them as the country's uniting factors. Kenyatta too praised the document as the probable cure to the societal ills. However, the glaring absence of Deputy President William Ruto, who instead took to Twitter, a platform Kenyatta admits he left due to constant attack, once again bringing forth the cracks in the ruling Jubilee Party. We have the latest tonight. Sportsman Dennis Otieno is also on standby. Dennis, the footballing world is mourning tonight.
Indeed, Abubakar, it is a mourning situation for the sporting fraternity and football at large, given that Diego Maradona, the football icon from Argentina, has been pronounced dead. Well, that is going to be one of the stories, as well as Michael Olunga shining in Japan and the league that is in Japan, as well as FKF President Nick Mwendwa getting probed by a parliamentary committee. This and more coming your way soon. Back to you, Abubakar.
Dennis Otieno. Dennis will be bringing us the latest from the fields a little bit later. But first, these are the stories making headlines tonight. After days of uncertainty, the BBI train is back on track after the chief proponents, President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga, launched the signatures collection exercise. Also tonight, alas, President Uhuru Kenyatta says he only learnt about DCI George Kinoti's theatrics on the post-election violence cases on TV, even after Kinoti insisted he had firm instructions from the government. Plus, a Kiambu mother is on the run after chopping her toddler son's private parts in unclear circumstances. Anne Wairimu is our sign language interpreter. TV47 News Tonight with me, Abubakar Abdullahi, begins right now. Now, the collection of the BBI signatures is now on even as reggae continues to rock. Speaking at the launch, President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga urged Kenyans to support the document, calling for the unification of the country.
The exercise to collect more than 1 million signatures to amend the 2010 Constitution has finally commenced after President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga launched the nationwide exercise on Wednesday.
I want to take this opportunity.
The two are among the first Kenyans to sign and endorse the Building Bridges Initiative BBI report, encouraging Kenyans to sign and support the document.
We once again take these proposals to you Kenyans, requesting that you confirm and endorse these proposals, and to ensure informed decision-making by Kenyans.
The former Prime Minister also defended the BBI report, claiming that the document does not introduce an imperial president, further urging the BBI detractors to refrain from deceiving Kenyans.
And there have been now prophets of doom. Oh, this constitution is creating an imperial presidency, recreating it. You're very intelligent and learned people. You will read through those lines and tell us where we are recreating an imperial presidency.
President Kenyatta adding that the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2020 will change the country's face of politics and reduce post-election violence after every 5 years.
Na tukaona ya kwamba hii ni shida ambaye kila wakati ambapo tuko na uchaguzi, badala ya kutoka kwa huo uchaguzi wa Kenya wakiwa pamoja, mara nyingi tuamaliza uchaguzi wa Kenya wakiwa wamegawanyika. Tusiwe watu ambao wanasahau haraka haraka alafu wanaenda kurudia makosa ambayo wameifanya.
The signatures are expected to be handed over to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC for verification before being presented to the county assemblies for debate.
And after that we will take it to the county assemblies, and we have over 30 governors present here. That's an indication that the document is as good as done.
As the BBI caravan heads to the grassroots to collect more than 1 million signatures, it is now a matter of when more than 24 counties will pass or reject the BBI report. Musa Salah, TV47.
Well, still on matters BBI, and the report has proposed the creation of 70 new constituencies in the latest change to be made to the report. The recommendations will see 28 counties further broken into extra constituencies amid fears that the rest of the arguably sidelined counties could boycott the upcoming BBI referendum. David Mudhoka has the details.
Kutoka kwa wenye tabaka la juu.
In what seems as yielding to pressure to reopen the BBI dialogue and fine-tune the BBI report, the BBI steering committee has resolved to make additional 11th hour changes to the BBI report, proposing the delimitation of the existing 290 constituencies by 70 more constituencies.
Tarehe 8 mwezi Machi mwaka 2018 sote tulishuhudia kwa
mshangao. The proposal will see the number of parliamentarians in the country surge to 360 as the BBI referendum train officially took off today during the launch of the BBI signatures collection exercise. In the late changes, BBI recommends that the coastal counties of Mombasa, Kwale and Kilifi receive additional 3 and 4 constituencies respectively, while Mandera will get 1 additional constituency. In the central region, Meru County will have additional 2 constituencies, while the counties of Embu, Kirinyaga, Laikipia and Murang'a will each have an extra constituency as per BBI. Kiambu is among the biggest winners after being allocated an extra 6 constituencies. Nakuru County will further be delimited into 5 more constituencies, while the eastern region counties of Machakos and Makueni will get 3 and 1 constituency each. In the Rift Valley region, Turkana and West Pokot counties will get an extra constituency each, Uasin Gishu 3, Nandi and Kericho 1 each, while Bomet will have 2 additional constituencies. Consequently, the pastoralist counties of Narok and Kajiado will get 3 extra counties each per BBI, while Trans Nzoia, Kakamega and Bungoma will be delimited into 2 and 3 additional constituencies each. In the Nyanza region, Kisumu will get 2 extra constituencies, Siaya 1, Nyamira 1, while Nairobi County is poised to reap biggest among all other counties, with the BBI proposing the creation of 12 extra constituencies in the Kenyan capital.
And we are forging ahead not because we are careless, but because we consider this process as crucial to the positive future of our republic. BBI, fellow Kenyans, is a bridge to peace. It is a bridge to prosperity that every Kenyan today and in generations to come needs desperately.
According to the BBI report, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission is set to immediately kickstart the delimitation process after BBI has been constitutionally adopted.
It's a great time to be in Kenya and to participate in the making of history. In these chapters, we are working on our hopes, not fears, in search of the unity and prosperity we all desire.
This comes amid fears of a constitutional snub against the BBI report by the 19 counties that have seemingly been sidelined in the latest proposals. David Mudhoka, TV47, Nairobi.
Deputy President William Ruto conspicuously missed the BBI signature collection launch presided over by President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga. Instead, Ruto, via his Twitter account, insisted on a consensus on the BBI report. And as Nano Chlorine reports, President Uhuru Kenyatta said that the second in command has been involved in the entire BBI process.
Deputy President William Ruto was conspicuously missing during the BBI signature collection launch. The utterances by the Director of Criminal Investigation, George Kinoti, on a possible reopening of the files related to the 2007-2008 post-election violence have elicited mixed reactions. President Uhuru Kenyatta now distancing himself.
Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has criticized the Directorate of Criminal Investigations boss, George Kinoti, over his remark on the reopening of the 2007-2008 post-election violence files. President Kenyatta says that such actions will split Kenyans further, causing more chaos in the country. Andrin Kilemi now reports.
The utterances by the Director of Criminal Investigation, George Kinoti, on a possible reopening of the files related to the 2007-2008 post-election violence have elicited mixed reactions. President Uhuru Kenyatta now distancing himself from the utterances that he says would amount to reopening of already healed wounds.
Wale ambao wanajaribu kuchimbua makaburi, nilisoma kwa gazeti juzi. Wasifikiri wanacheza. Mimi siwezi kukubaliana na mambo kama haya. Tumetoka huko na mambo haya tumezika katika kaburi ya sahau. Kwa sababu ukijaribu kuleta maneno hapa, wewe hujui ni shida gani.
Speaking during the launch of the BBI signatures collection exercise, President Kenyatta made it clear that he was not aware of Kinoti's decision, urging those in leadership positions to mind their utterances before going public.
Ana wengine hawafikiri. You don't think before you talk, you don't think before you act. You must always think before you do something. Sisi hatutaki vita katika taifa letu la Kenya. Sisi wengine wetu tunajua maana ya amani. Na sisi tunataka kurekebisha zile shida na turekebishe kwa njia ya kikatiba, kwa njia ya kisheria. Ndio Kenya isonge mbele na Wakenya wawe kitu kimoja.
Kinoti's decision has over time been criticized by Deputy President William Ruto allies, saying the move is targeted at halting Ruto's political ambitions. Kinoti, however, through a statement to newsrooms said his address was in no way intended to mean that he is going to reopen completed cases. Rather, it was an acknowledgement of concerns raised by Kenyans to assure the public of the commitment of the DCI to investigate all reported threats. Andrin Kilemi, TV47.
And of trains and reggae, let's revisit this. And Deputy President William Ruto conspicuously missed the BBI signature collection launch presided over by President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga. Instead, Ruto, via his Twitter account, insisted on a consensus on the Building Bridges Initiative report. And as Nano Chlorine now reports, President Kenyatta said that the second in command has been involved in the entire BBI process.
Deputy President William Ruto was conspicuously missing during the BBI signature collection launch at the KICC, an exercise that was presided over by President Uhuru Kenyatta and his BBI counterpart ODM party leader Raila Odinga. President Kenyatta insisting that his deputy has been actively involved in the BBI process.
Kwangu mimi hiyo haikuwa mara yangu ya kwanza ku reach out. Nime reach out hata mbeleni. Hata mwenzangu Deputy William Ruto. We reached out tukalete amani. Na ikakuwa na amani. Sasa ubaya uko wapi wa Kenya wenzangu? Niki reach out pia kwa ndugu yangu ndio tuweze kuongeza hiyo amani.
However, DP Ruto expressed his sentiments on the signature collection exercise via his Twitter page, saying, even with the signature launch, there is still a real chance at consensus for a non-divisive referendum that will give Kenyans the opportunity to express themselves without any contest.
Mimi sio mtu ya mama hiyo, hata Twitter mnaona na hiyo. Mimi niliondoka huko. Naona hii kitu ni bure, ni matusi tu. Kuna kitu unakaa unasoma hulali, wanasema nini? Huyu sasa wewe unapiga simu, unaona vile huyu mtu amenitu. Fadhali nilale bwana.
On his part, ODM party boss Raila Odinga criticized those proposing amendments to the report by including more issues, saying some of the proposals can be achieved through legislation.
Things have been said about this. It is dividing the people of Kenya. It is not addressing the issues of the common man, Mama Mboga, the Juakali, the watu wa wheelbarrows and so on. Those are issues which are legislative, not constitutional matters. And each and every government will come with their policies. Those are not things you put in the constitution.
Nanok Lauren, TV 47.
You're watching TV 47 News tonight with me, Abu Bakar Abdullahi. Keep talking to us. The hashtag to use is TV47 News. Send us a message on 22047 as well. Let me sample some of your feedback. Henry Osembo says watching TV47 from Ruben. Enos Omothi says following TV47 News. Peter Mangaine says watching from Kasarani, Nairobi. Good coverage done by TV47 journalists. Congratulations. Thank you, Peter, for the kind words. Keep talking to us. Time for us to take a short break. We still have a lot lined up for you. Don't go too far. We'll be back after this break.
Is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and lows, and celebrities are no exception.
Do you know I couldn't pay rent? Do you know there's a time I went 3 days without food? If you read my book, I ate Colgate for dinner.
On Coffee with Movie, we get up close and personal.
Nilizaliwa hivyo. Yes, mimi sijawahi ona.
We have candid conversations that are inspiring.
Na acha nikwambie, mtu mmebarikiwa na mlikuwa nyote mko kwa line, mko kwa foleni. Huyu akibarikiwa sio ametoka, bado foleni nasonga. Wewe ni next.
Humorous.
This is going to be the craziest interview ever.
And life-changing.
Success is value system and the legacy you leave.
Coffee with Movie, every Sunday at 8 p.m. only on TV47.
Every muscle, every bone is our concern.
A lot of pressure with both your hands, you're going to collapse the infant's chest.
Any pain.
There you go. You can calm down.
Any discomfort. We have just the right doctor.
I'm a consultant breast surgeon.
I'm an emergency care specialist.
I'm a chiropractor.
With just the right remedy.
Majority of patients will actually just require supportive treatment.
Join us on Body Garage every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. because we care. How do you like your meals? Sweet and tasty or spicy and savory? On the Throwdown, we bring you our chef of the day, who gives you ideas on how to make amazing meals from the comfort of your home. every Sunday from 6:30 p.m.
Welcome back to TV47 News Tonight with me, Abu Bakr Abdullahi. Let's get to more news. And a section of religious leaders, elders and political leaders drawn from across the Uasin Gishu County met to discuss recent developments in regard to the announcement by the Director of Criminal Investigations, George Kinoti, that he was probing threats to some victims of the 2007-2008 post-election violence. The closed-door meeting was held at Governor Jackson Mandago's office and was attended by all leaders from different communities living in Uasin Gishu County.
After the meeting, Mandago led the leaders in addressing the press, where they affirmed that the county was peaceful and that there has been no any indication of problems related to the 2007-2008 violence that was caused by the disputed presidential election.
Kuna wakora wanaweza kwenda kusema nataka shamba, nilinyaganywa shamba. Naomba Kinoti, tafadhali, mimi nakaanga hapa na tunakaanga hapa na tuondoke hapa. Hiyo watu atuletee hapa au wakuje hapa, sababu hakuna kitu ya kuficha. Waseme namba yao ya shamba ni gani, constituency yao ni gani, ward yao ni gani. Hata sisi tunaweza kusaidia hawa kuliko vile wanaweza saidiwa na Kinoti.
Telling Kinoti, kama umekuwa na pesa nyingi ya kuchukua watu hapa kukuambia porojo, endelea kufanya kwa Nairobi, lakini sio Uasin Gishu County. We have all the Kenyans in Uasin Gishu and we don't want to be provoked. Nini mnaonesa duniani? When were you last in Uasin Gishu? Mkuja mjue ya kwamba Uasin Gishu sisi tuko na amani.
Led by the Uasin Gishu Interfaith Council Chairman Bishop Geoffrey Songok and County's Kalenjin Council of Elders Chairman Alex Mursi, the leaders noted that ever since 2007 post-election violence, they have been calling on Kenyans to maintain peace.
Sisi tunahakikisha kwamba county wetu wa Uasin Gishu ni county wa amani, makabila zote wanaishi kwa amani na wanajivunia.
Na wamesunguka katika vijiji vyetu vyote, sub-county zote, kuhakikisha wananchi wanaendelea kuishi kwa amani.
They cautioned the DCI against playing politics with the lives of Kenyans using past events that had been forgotten.
Sisi kupitia kwa viongozi wetu, Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na Deputy President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, walituambia ya kwamba katika mapatano yao hatutarudi tena kuona mtu hata mmoja, hata nusu afe kwa ajili ya competition ya siasa.
Calvin Chitwa, TV47, Uasin Gishu County.
Moving on, the Parliamentary Health Committee has directed the Ministry of Health to release 500 million shillings to NHIF within 7 days and ensure national insurance funds provide a comprehensive medical cover to doctors in 17 counties missing a cover, and that should happen within 14 days. This as the Doctors Union, KMPDU, maintains that the strike notice is still in play and the strike will proceed as planned should the government fail to fulfill their end of the bargain. Our health reporter Zainab Mohammed has more.
In a bid to avert the looming doctors' strike, the Sabina Chege-led Parliamentary Health Committee for the second time convened a meeting bringing together all stakeholders in the health sector. But the meeting was not without its fair share of back and forth as the committee sought to find out the whereabouts of 500 million shillings allocated to the Ministry of Health for medical cover in 19 counties.
And I think it's very unfortunate. He's treating this actual committee with contempt.
The committee making a number of recommendations to various stakeholders, including a directive to the Ministry of Health to release the 500 million shillings to NHIF within 7 days, after which the ministry, in collaboration with the Council of Governors, should ensure NHIF disburses those funds to the 19 counties for a comprehensive medical cover.
To enhance the group life cover, launched to cover parastatals, staff especially the level 6 hospital staff, doctors, within 30 days. COG to report to this committee on how the counties will buy in the launched group cover by NHIF within 7 days. We are directing MOH to pay the 63 doctors in MOH their call allowances as per the CBA and return to work formula, sign in 14th March 2017 and report to the committee within 7 days, that is 2nd December 2020.
Further, the committee directed that the counties of Laikipia and Kirinyaga, which dismissed doctors, to recall the doctors back to work with immediate effect. Other recommendations includes that the Ministry of Health provides medical cover to all health workers on contract within 7 days and ensures KEMSA begins the distribution of PPEs to counties across the country.
Within 14 days to complete procurement of reusable face masks for vulnerable in the society and distribute the same and report to the committee by 9th December 2020. The 300 million that was allocated to the ministry for reusable mask, and then 3 on reusable mask on PPEs, No patient in public hospital should be charged for PPEs.
The committee appealing with KMPDU to withdraw the strike notice once a significant number of directives by the committee are implemented with the relevant authorities. The doctors, however, still maintain the notice is still valid and the strike will go on as planned should the government fail to fulfill their promises.
Those some actions, let's say by next week Wednesday, out of 15 or 17 issues that you raised, and they are addressing around 7. I think with the opportunity that you also given you and the respect that we've given you, you're going to reciprocate the same and perhaps maybe consider suspending the looming strike.
We are hopeful that the actors that are responsible will take action and resolve these matters. Meanwhile, is that the notice has a timeline by 6th of December. That timeline is still intact and still remains.
Zainab Mohammed, TV47.
Elsewhere, police officers in Kiambu are in search of a woman who is claimed to have listened to these chopped off her baby's private parts. The father of the 1 year and 8-month-old baby got alarmed when the cries of the baby intensified, and he was shocked when he saw the injuries on the boy. Sharon Baranga reports.
It is a case that has left many with questions as to just how can a mother meet such brutality on their child. It happened at Kamandura village in Kiambu County, where it is claimed a mother to a 1 year and 8 months old baby chopped off his private parts.
Muuliza bibi, mtoto ana shida gani? Akaniambia aliumia. Basi kumwangalia mtoto mguu, akawa sasa anazidi kulia. Nikajaribu kumtoa nguo. Kujaribu kumtoa nguo hivi ndio niliona amemkata hapo. Hizo sehemu nilitafuta lakini sikuzipata mahali. Sijui aliziweka wapi.
Akaniambia alimkata lakini hajui sababu. Hakunionyesha mali alitupa. Lakini aliniambia amerusha kwa choo.
The baby is receiving treatment at Kijabe Mission Hospital.
Zaitisha mtu daktari mwingine ambaye ana ujuzi zaidi kuliko wale, angalau waweze kumrudisha zile sehemu. Ingawa walisema ni gharama, ni pesa mingi ambazo zitahitajika ndio waweze kurudisha hizo sehemu.
Na mimi naomba tu hospitali ya Kijabe wafanye juu chini, waone hiyo mtoto amerudi kama mtoto.
The woman, identified as Winnie Mudheu, is on the run and police from Tigoni are searching for her.
Nataka polisi wamshike, atuelezee kwa nini alizikata na alizipeleka wapi na nani alimpatia ruhusa ya kufanya mambo kama hayo, ama alishirikiana na nani kufanya kitu kama hicho, nani ya gani.
Children officers from Limuru have joined in the search for Winnie. They say they will ensure justice is served for the baby. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.
What a sad incident there. We wish the best of luck to the minor in his recovery. Now, Coast Water Works Development Agency Chairman and former Kilifi South MP Mustafa Idi has been laid to rest at his Bomani village home in Kikambala today afternoon. Mustafa died earlier today from chest complications while receiving treatment at a hospital in Mombasa. He was once a journalist. Family and friends convened at his home early Wednesday and witnessed his last rites before his burial in the afternoon. May his soul rest in eternal peace. You're watching TV 47 News tonight with me, Abubakar Abdullahi. Time for us to take a short break. We will be back with more news after this break. Don't go too far.
Baobab Holiday Resort is situated on Baobab Estate Road, off the new Mombasa. Life is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and lows, and celebrities are no exception.
Do you know I couldn't pay rent? Do you know there's a time I went 3 days without food? If you read my book, I ate Colgate for dinner.
On Coffee with Movie, we get up close and personal.
Nilizaliwa hivyo. Yes. Mimi sijawahi ona.
We have candid conversations that are inspiring.
Na acha nikwambie, mtu mmebarikiwa na mlikuwa nyote mko kwa line, mko kwa foleni. Huyu akibarikiwa si ametoka, bado foleni inasonga. Wewe ni next.
Humorous.
This is going to be the craziest interview ever.
And life-changing.
Success is value system and the legacy you leave.
Coffee with Movie, every Sunday at 8 p.m. only on TV 47.
Every muscle, every bone is our concern.
A lot of pressure with both your hands, you're going to collapse the infant's chest.
Any pain.
There you go. You can't. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Any discomfort, we have just the right doctor.
I'm a consultant breast surgeon.
I'm an emergency care specialist.
I'm a chiropractor.
With just the right remedy.
Majority of patients will actually just require supportive treatment.
Join us on Body Garage every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. because we care. How do you like your meals? Sweet and tasty or spicy and savory? On the Throwdown, we bring you our chef of the day. He gives you ideas on how to make amazing meals from the comfort of your home. Every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. Life is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and lows, and celebrities are no exception.
Do you know I couldn't pay rent? Do you know there's a time I went 3 days without food? If you read my book, I ate Colgate for dinner.
On Coffee with Mbuvi, we get up close and personal.
Nilizaliwa hivyo. Yes. Mimi sijawahi ona.
We have candid conversations that are inspiring.
Na acha nikwambie, mtu mmebarikiwa na mlikuwa nyote mko kwa line, mko kwa foleni. Huyu akibarikiwa si ametoka, bado foleni inasonga.
Welcome back. Thank you for choosing your channel of choice, the County's Television TV47. Let's get to more news. And as the world begins 16 days of activism against sexual violence, Taita Taveta County is on the spotlight as the vice is reportedly on the rise. Nicholas Ndiga reports from Mwatate.
Child safety in Taita Taveta County is in danger. Reports shows that many cases of children raped or sodomized by their fathers are on the rise.
Na kuna mtoto hapo aliweza kudhulumiwa na babake. Kesi imeripotiwa kotini, lakini kufikia saa hii hakuna haki ambayo ameweza kupata. Nguraru Primary kuna watoto 4 ambao wameweza kudhulumiwa. 2 wameweza kushtakiwa, mmoja miaka 14, mwingine miaka 35. Lakini bado kuna 2 ambao hawajaweza kupata haki.
Stakeholders have been challenged to ensure rescue centers for victims of sexual violence are opened in the county.
So kuna mtu alisimama hapa akasema kwamba the cases are rising in our county, the cases are rising in the country, we must act. Lazima tufanye kitu kuhakikisha kwamba dhulma za kijinsia zimesakatwa katika kaunti yetu, katika nchi yetu.
Ukisema eradication, let's eradicate violence in all spaces. Tuangalia kama pale Kishushe, tuko na pale Timboni. Kina mama Timboni wanatritiwa vipi? When we make our policies, let's see how we can be inclusive to ensure that when we talk about protection, we are looking even in the informal sector.
Already there are 2 proposed bills in Taita Taveta County which will facilitate justice to victims of sexual assault.
Within a record of 1 month, tuliweza kutengeneza policy 2. SGB policy and another one called Children Welfare and Protection Policy. Kwa muda wa mwezi mmoja peke yake.
Na ningependa kurai all the development partners as well as our county government. Tushike kina mama mkono. Waweze kupeleka watoto shule. Hii dhulma, mtoto akibaki nyumbani, abaki na babake nyumbani. Wewe umeenda kwa soko kutafuta lisho. Si ni yule wakati utapata mtoto amebakwa na baba.
Nicholas Ndiga, TV47, Mwatate.
From Taita Taveta, let's get to Narok, where the Narok County Commissioner Evans Achoki has called upon Narok residents to be careful as the Meteorological Department has confirmed several counties, including Narok County, will be experiencing heavy downpour, saying that people should be careful to avoid any deaths, as Narok is also known for flash floodings. Speaking in his office, Achoki said that those with herds of cattle and sheep should make sure they are also safe. He called upon chiefs within Narok County to be very keen in their areas and told them to report risks brought by the rains.
Kutakuwa na mvua kali siku 2 zijazo. Kwa hivyo mimi nimeitana mkutano wa emergency disaster. Kesho asubuhi tutakuwa na washikadau wote. Wananchi wasijaribu kuvuka mito ambayo imefurika. Kwa hivyo nauliza wananchi na wakaazi wa Narok wahakikishe ya kwamba zile mitaro zote ambazo zinapitisha maji zimefunguliwa, zisifunikwe, ndio yale maji yaweze kutembea kwa haraka iwezekanavyo. Ningependa kuuliza machifu na manaibu wao wakuwe macho kabisa kuhakikisha kwamba wanaweza kusaidia wananchi vilivyo.
From Narok to Kiambu, where Equity Bank has donated personal protective equipments to Kiambu Level 4 Hospital to boost the management of COVID-19 amid the increasing number of infections in the country. Equity's Chief Commercial Officer Polycarp Igathe said that the equipments donated are worth 8 million shillings, part of 1.2 billion shillings consigned for distribution in all the public hospitals. Speaking during the event, Kiambu Deputy Governor Joyce Ngugi has urged Kenyans to take precaution against the virus, even though there is fear of stigmatization. Kiambu Health CEC Dr. Joseph Murega added that Kiambu County has used 40 million shillings to buy protective equipments for the doctors.
Need you seated, you're all welcome.
Excellency, Deputy Governor, Madam Joyce.
We know for every COVID-19 patient, you need close to 10 medical workers around them in total. We know the need of PPEs. So this is our humble gift to you, to the work that you're doing. Every day we get an SMS on our phones telling us how many infections have been on a daily basis. And I think the news about the number of infections has gotten a higher decibel, a higher volume than the news about the recoveries.
And I know all the medical team here are ambassadors. Let's encourage our people that once you get the disease, accept it, follow the medication. It is not a death sentence. We can make it. Some are just losing it because of the stresses. If we obey, we take the vitamins, we do the rest, we remove the stigma, we can save one another.
In Kiambu, we have a 6-ton tank, also piping food done. In Vika, as you can see, this oxygen is being used all over the hospital at bedside. And in Gatodo, the same.
From Kiambu County, it's time for us to get to the world of sports. And who best and better to do this than Dennis Otieno, who joins us now. Dennis, what do you have for us tonight?
Thank you, Abubakar, for that introduction. A lot is lined up for you in the world of sports. Now, to start things off, is sad news where football legend Diego Maradona has been pronounced dead after suffering a cardiorespiratory arrest Wednesday. The 60-year-old Argentina international had earlier this month undergone surgery to remove a blood clot from his brain. Maradona, who is widely recognized as one of the greatest footballers of all time, was released from a clinic in Buenos Aires 2 weeks ago. Maradona's professional career spanned 21 years, with his crowning moment coming at the 1986 World Cup as he led Argentina to glory with a controversial goal commonly known as the Hand of God. Friends and family of the football icon continue to express their condolences. A sad state indeed for the fraternity of football, and we express our condolences to the family of the bereaved. Now shifting focus to local matters of football, where Football Kenya Federation President Nick Mwendwa was Tuesday afternoon probed by Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, over Kenya's missed chance to host the 2018 African Nations Championship, CHAN, and the funds allocated for the competition. Kenya was awarded the rights to host the lower tier competition, but lack of standard infrastructure made the Confederation of African Football (CAF) strip Kenya of the hosting rights in September 2017. Mwendwa has in the past been quizzed by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI) over misappropriation of funds during Harambee Stars' 2019 Africa Cup of Nations campaign. However, lack of sufficient evidence put a halt into the case. Now, the 7th edition of the Eldama Ravine Half Marathon, which is geared towards helping the needy children in the society, was launched on Wednesday in Eldama Ravine, Baringo County. Stephen Kiprop with more.
1, 2, 3, go!
Just a year after Bernard Ngeno and Delvin Meringo reigned supreme at the 6th edition of the Eldama Ravine Half Marathon, the 7th edition of the marathon was launched today in Eldama Ravine, Baringo County, with the race scheduled for November, Saturday 28th. The half marathon race, which involves both men and women, is geared towards aiding the needy children in the society.
The monies we invest for this marathon is going to be spent wisely and is going to help and assist the needy children, that is in the education sector. We are also supporting the health part, and we have supported some dispensary in Chemususu. We are also doing some bit of environmental work.
Speaking today in Eldama Ravine during the race media launch, the organizers said the race will take place under the new normal owing to the spread of coronavirus, with fans not allowed to cheer the athletes, but it will be streamed on social media.
We're going to have security in those areas because most of the water points, we normally have crowds. We have the security officers, we have public health who are going to assist in crowding.
The winner of the race will take home 150,000 Kenya shillings, while the second place will take home 50,000 Kenya shillings. Stephen Kiprop for TV47 Sports.
1, 2, 3, go!
Kenyan forward Michael Olunga scored his 25th goal this season in the Japan Professional Football League and helped his club Kashiwa Reysol to thrash Kashima Antlers.
Life is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and lows, and celebrities are no exception.
Do you know I couldn't pay rent? Do you know there's a time I went 3 days without food? If you read my book, I ate Colgate for dinner.
On Coffee with Mbuvi, we get up close and personal.
Nilizaliwa hivyo. Yes. Mimi sijawahi ona.
We have candid conversations that are inspiring.
Na acha nikwambie mtu mmebarikiwa na mlikuwa nyote mko kwa line, mko kwa foleni. Huyu akibarikiwa si ametoka, bado foleni inasonga. Wewe ni next.
Humorous.
This is going to be the craziest interview ever.
And life-changing.
Success is value system and the legacy you leave.
Coffee with Mbuvi, every Sunday at 8 p.m. only on TV47.
Every muscle, every bone is our concern.
A lot of pressure with both your hands, you're going to collapse the infant's chest.
Any pain.
There you go. You can calm down, calm down, calm down.
Any discomfort. We have just the right doctor.
I'm a consultant breast surgeon.
I'm an emergency care specialist. A chiropractor.
With just the right remedy.
Majority of patients will actually just require supportive treatment.
Join us on Body Garage every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. because we care. How do you like your meals? Sweet and tasty or spicy and savory? On the Throwdown, we bring you our chef of the day. He gives you ideas on how to make amazing meals from the comfort of your home. Every Sunday from 6:30 p.m.
Life is a journey, and we all have ups and downs, highs and...
Well, that is all we had prepared for you in the world of sports. I do want to thank you for your valid company. Now, my name is Dennis Otieno, and I throw it back to Abubakar Abdullahi.
All right, Dennis, thank you for the sports news. But before you leave, of course, the footballing world is mourning the death of Diego Maradona. Fair or unfair, there is often the comparison and the debate on who is the greatest all-time Argentinian player to ever play between Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi. Who, in your view, is?
In my honest view, I'll go with Lionel Messi, in as much as right now he is experiencing some sort of slump in terms of form, but still Lionel Messi has been able to do some of, some remarkable things when it comes to football on the pitch. And well, I didn't get to see much of Diego Maradona, playing, but from what I understand is that he was, a football icon. Both of these players coming from Argentina and, displaying amazing football. But in my own opinion, again, I'd still support Lionel Messi. But
Dennis, you say Lionel Messi. Maradona won the World Cup, the globe's most coveted footballing prize for his country. Messi has not. Maradona has scored more hat-tricks career-wise than Messi. Still sees.
Yeah, very valid points you're putting across there. But you see, for fans of football at times, it's not all about accolades. It's also about the entertainment of the sport. Some of the things that Lionel Messi is doing on the pitch are just magical, and people are, terming him as alien, one of the greatest of all time. So it still goes beyond the accolades that Maradona won. Yes, indeed, he was a very good dribbler as well, and he had amazing goals that he scored. But Lionel Messi still, for me, he still outdoes Diego Maradona.
Dennis, should I or should I not ask then between Ronaldo and Messi to you?
Now that takes a different twist, Abubakar. Like that's another interesting question. Here I'd go with Cristiano Ronaldo. First of all, it's because I'm personally a Manchester United fan. Cristiano Ronaldo came from Manchester United and he's been in great form even lately, scoring goals for Juventus. And he hasn't stuck in one club, one specific club. He's played for United. He's played for Manchester United, the likes of Real Madrid, and right now he's turning up in Juventus in Italy. So with that said, I'd still go for Cristiano Ronaldo as opposed to Lionel Messi. Abubakar.
Fail to understand why all United fans, surprisingly or otherwise, are always